All right, welcome to the next part of training, minimizing the risk. You've now learned the three basics of making a trade. That's the channel, that's the bounce level, and identifying the trend. Okay, you're now ready to make a trade. Now, when we make a trade, we want to do so with the most minimal risk possible. We want to make the safest trade possible to increase the likelihood that our trade fulfills itself. Okay, so the way that we do so is when all three, that's the trend, that's the bounce level, and the channels, when all three match up. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean here. We go back to our chart. We've got our channels drawn, we've got our bounce levels drawn, and we know the trend. So let's look here. We're in a downward trend. So when the market's in a downward trend, we're looking for a point of the top of the channel meeting the market bouncing off of a bounce level. A good example of that is right here actually. Let's get rid of the crosshairs and zoom in. Okay. Right here we've got the channel, top of the channel, meeting up with the bounce level. Okay, this is a very safe place to make a trade. Why? Because all three are lining up. The trend is going down, the channel is bouncing down, and the bounce level is bouncing down, 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 down. So right here would have been a very safe place to put in a trade going down. Now, had you done so, you could have put in the trade at 37.21. It would have bounced all the way down to 37.09. Okay, so that's $100. 2 hours, $100, and it's a very safe trade. Okay, let's look at another place. Where else was a safe place? Let's look. Okay, how about right here? We've got the channels, we've got the bounce level, and the trend all pointing down. Let's zoom in so you can see this. Get rid of our crosshairs. Okay, right here. Down, down, down. What happens? The market bounces and goes down. So what have we got here? In 1 hour, we would have gone from 37.57 to 37.33. So over 20 pips. $200 in 1 hour. And it's a very safe trade. Okay. Let's look for another safe trade. Let's zoom back out. Let's look at when the market was in an uptrend. So when the market's in an uptrend, what are we looking for? Well, we want the bottom of our channel to be meeting with a bounce level so that we know that the market is going to be bouncing up. So right here, let's zoom in. Zoom in again. All right, right here. Our channel and our bounce level are both going to be bouncing up, and what happens? The market bounces up. So had we taken this trade, 37.29, it bounced all the way up here to 37.55. So almost 30 pips, about 25 pips. So $250 could have been made in 1, 2, 3, looks about 4 or 5 hours there. Okay, why is that a safe trade? Why? Because all three are bouncing up. The trend is going up. Our channel here is bouncing up, and we have our bounce level here. It's bouncing up. Okay, one thing you want to be very careful of is exactly what happened right here with the market. Okay, the market broke through our bounce level, broke through our channel. Had we put in a buy order to go up here, okay, we would have lost. So what you want to be sure to do is be patient and watch to make sure that the market does in fact bounce. Okay, so what I mean by that here, going back here, looking, if rather than making the trade here, wait for the market to actually bounce, make the trade here on the second candlestick, just to be safe. Because even then, if the trade was in here at 37.37, we're still going all the way up to 37.54. We're still making $150, 15 pips. But we're safe. We're making sure that the market bounces. Okay, but even then, had we put in our trade right here, okay, which would, looking at it, would be a very safe trade. We've got our channel meeting up with our bounce level. and going up. So how do we put in a trade right here on our bounce level at 37.30? Yes, the market did go down. Okay, but if you look what happens, maybe a day later, the market does bounce back up, and we still would have fulfilled our trade. So all wouldn't have been lost had you made that trade right there, even though it was a safe trade. So again, just to clarify, it's all about minimizing your risk, making a safe trade, be patient, and wait for the market to line up with the trend, the channel, and then bouncing off of your bounce levels. If you do that, and if you're patient, you will be making very safe trades, and you'll be minimizing your risk, which will increase the likelihood that your trades are fulfilled, and you'll be a very successful trader.